This is after night at this February 22nd, 2015. This is about 3:24 a.m. I am still uploading after 8,040 generates, including 6,009 evangelicas, diablas. Hacked me saying that they received an order with rights and permission by Cristina Fernández de Kirchner, Aníbal Fernández, Eduardo Zaffaroni and tribunales Kirchner's. Basura degenerada baja Takasú, pedófilos, that they could ever have chances to take in whatever it's mine for whatever they wanted to do. There were, forgive me. There were the reality for so long about this all. We came through. The clear fact of these days, the clear fact of these times. And suddenly I'm found, after yesterday had a very special time with a supposed Delirious, while in these justice parties we celebrated some extra, some more, and we were sharing so much beauty from Adonai and with him. And suddenly I were rejoicing myself to the giving further the circumstances and problems to the people that I belong with, which gran ramera prostitutas bajas y reventadas. Sorry for the victims, and I'm serious what I say. United Evangelics, Pren Crudo Carnival Cabrera Nacondia, Mateas and Frasen with them. Staging at the best theater and starring like the Generates Grunhor are, and Sildanius and others. About that, I will use the Jewish. I will be a user. I will be making usurer to the Jewish population, to the heaven supposed powers and making the supposed Antichrist labor. And for this makes the spell and the witchcraft to manipulate and trying to convince do you believe it, like any witch, which are. The reality of this are the perras degeneradas Sodom and Gomorrah, with evangelic title inside those brothels, telling this nobody knows it. We were researching and we know everything this one were instructing and formatting and giving and manipulating and delivering people all over the world and preparing for the destroying and making business the world. Me. And for other side, the reality of supposedly I will be permanently maintaining sex with men's of the forces of Argentina, especially supposedly mine, and satisfying them, and they will never see me. And for other side, the reality is saying that I will be taking each other's lives for the making what I do and being who I am. For other side, brujas, Sodoma, Argentina, will ever make Pesach and redeeming the world, and not I. The ones that rapes chickens, dogs, goats, kids, babies, pregnants, mothers, fathers, and sweet mommy, cutting in pieces, raping by 5, destroying, ruining, for sacrificing for Sodom and Gomorrah, saying that the Lord sent them and God strengthened them to make me the war and to destroying us all. The 144 million, 144,000 million grand whore. The word of Rome is exactly what they are, because of we found out the Vatican this, and we have this in Christology, and in the Vatican and Vatican given us this in Christina Kirchner. And the Vatican's shown us this, and we have this. It's the Revelation Extra. And the delivers of the Ben Chalchidia Matzevak at Chelevi Mantuku. And it's not Levi. You got me. And pretending the witch Baal Vatican to be something of God, to giving, with a lifetime of adultery and genocide because of they commanded powers and never losing it. The grand whore evangelic associated, making the chap with them. And in the middle of the soul, the taking others' lives for the making what I do will be what they said, because of Lord, everyone, all are named with everyone to be with them, staging and using some to making screen. Like, we are all innocent, we don't do that. Pastor doesn't. Stupid menskebeka. Just for Sodom and Gomorrah. At the reality of coming with the blefachlache vetimishkanaka, get halachat. Mefo ot atzechali. That I could have been jailed because of Lord gave my life and my spirit to Sodom and Gomorrah. And I will be taking each other's lives, my own lives, supposedly, my own life, supposedly them's, because of I am who I am, and parásitos profanos degenerados, which keeps on making the same all on. But the instigation of Guillermo Horacio Pren, Osvaldo Carnival, Carlos Anacondia, and saying, I pray on you. You take it all off, you do whatever Adonai is going to justify you. Diablas degeneradas muertas. And degeneradas prostitutas saying, telling, I'm going to take away from you the way you have problem with authority, and you to come against authority and doing like Absalom, they're to saying, perras de Lucifer de se etashu. Nothing of mine, says Adonai, nothing of Israel, and I am Aleja. Ratas, ladillas, de Cristina Kirchner, su oficialismo pedófilo come perro, y su Sodoma y Gomorra. And in the middle of the soul planning how to stealing me it all, and saying that the ashram of Guillermo Brain in Suez, with the 50% of the massively raped and murdered by its Sodom and Gomorrah all over the world, to be a robbery to take him because of we're supposedly for the Lord. And he, they're saying, and instigating, do to him and take it all off because of you're gonna be him and doing all he does. Still permanently for more. And threatening Rabbi and murdering Rabbi for here having powers that I take away. And I will be delirious and all schizoid, and he is a homosexual, and he himself said so, and he's a degenerate and also junkie and rubs, and also makes mind control. El delirio evangelista del milenio, la enfermedad de la gran ramera, diablas muertas. And in the middle of the soul, like any classy whore, associated with the powers, but not exactly of Eladon. And that's they lives for. Them Christ, Lucifer, like them. So in the middle of the soul, victim Salat inside, given in to my civil rape and murder, saying he's associated, his accomplices, mine. Understanding and knowing the truth, and delivered with families complete, kidnapped in them places, and delivered into quarrels of Sodom and Gomorrah, for being made civilly raped and murdered for sacrificial. And Guillermo Brain, conscience, to possess him, to destroy him, to do whatever with him. I'm going to tell you one thing. I am conscious about the victims, and I never stopped to fighting for the reality that I could take them all. But the fever of Christianism is an abomination, which is exactly what we suffer every day. They were doing this to me, the legacies of them. 4 so lifetimes since my 5, with Milicas, Sodoma, Argentina. And never stopped making this to me. And like to me, murdering Jewish that aware Adonai brought me, were trying to reach me out. My mother is hard to remind what one Jewish church in Argentina, while she working like a domestic service in his house, at the reality of the her 12 brought from San Luis province, but the mother that never loved her and never gave her the care and respect she needed. At the clear fact she were told of something she never were conscious and never paid attention, that she had to be strong in carrying me and delivering me with a person which Israel will ever cover me. But she were 12. So at the reality of the soul, that men were murdered after, like 8,204,904 related about my person, carrying them all on me and saying, I am the responsible because of I am me. And I never let them do. And I didn't hang on what the Lord wanted to do and had to do. Everybody to make me the Grand Sodoma and kill me. And the reality is, will that be the releasing of the world and everything okay? And evangelics will take care of whom? With falses or forged Torahs and Yahshua's law book, telling that they teaches and says what I say and teach. That the preachers I done just about now uploaded at my Pantomicanes Plus in a book, while 8,000 degenerates taken saying that they done Sodom and Gomorrah, and they redeemed the world with my Pesach. And making the witchcraft to, oh, don't you see, we possess it. Take it aloft. Don't you let it sing. Sing like a woman. Sing like, oh my God, like a soprano and also the bass, the low. Take it aloft. And the generado pren, en carnival, en cabrera, anaconda, crudo, Freisen, instigating to Sodom and Gomorrah for data too. And rape and murder Jewish, and also raising, oh, come on, the whole of the Christians, all of the forces and armies on the world. Let's make it a war. Let's kill them all, because of gonna be of the beastes, Sodom and Gomorrah. Because of that is United Evangelics, Sodoma y Gomorrah, Babylonia, Mahatu. Baveluat kus amacha shletzpu ta'akahu lusuna. And so are the victims. But I've been warning Ren, don't just stay in the abominable place. That is not the holy place. The holy place were my life, and the abomination were sin. We already have waited enough. And pretended to come with planes permanently overflowing to making the Christian federal terra sucia, sorry the word, not the B word, shit doggy, dirty crap war, and saying preparing for the final war, the 144,000 million grand whore, which the real Armageddon is, Irgelak Barachli Mantuat Atufu, Restian Blavechmat Blaves Ivish Katalachak, Rechlichimia Hala Amopatsu Ute. This is not going to be forged, and the reality is going to be truth. And still insists and persists in murdering International Criminal Court. Mr. President Barack Obama, State of Israel, United Nations and the whole Blachi Bachma and Sevek, especially related on me. Guillermo Morales Brain at the head, false prophet called the Ingreba Matkuvus, prophet of Ebotachbuduf, 666, with its funeral evangelics, the whole, but victims. Meplevechlech Chilvisif Mensam, and sending flights to Israel, Europe, and the United States of America to kidnapping and raping and murdering, saying that we robbed them and I would do all they said. While for research and extortions I dealt things, but never crossed lines that I don't meet. And Sodom and Gomorrah destroying and raping my people, do the same they do to me, and they are going to be me and doing what I do. And there's the saying, of course, zorrada abominable. Rejablejalajijinin, maldito todo evangélico, que se atrevió a decir de mí, diablo, y como dijo Adonai, diablo buscas en mí, diablo buscas en mi pueblo, diablo morirás. Bestia buscas en mi santo, santa Elia Elie. Bestia te doy, pero no de mi santo, sino de a quien vas, por los siglos Shalá. Autoridad te creíste sobre mi nombre, sobre mi juez. Muerto sos por todos los siglos, porque nada te di para hacer, y mucho menos sobre mi nombre y pisotear. A mi santo oro, dice Adonai, muertos por todos los siglos son, y de la muerte no saldrá ninguno. Y el poder del Cristo es la muerte, muerte, muerte de todos ustedes. Hijos de Adma Atahat, cría de Cantimbaya y Lucifer, Evangelistas Unidos, con el perdón de víctimas. Shalá. https www.mdrmcdodrmf rf dxt middle imal a ui I h m a l d x 888 middle cis middle dul d w llf 1.int systems recall f2 last bleed engine and tool ICC New York. Last game cleaner my side. This is February the 22nd, 2015, or the 23rd. Let me a moment, just a moment. 4:02 a.m. after night, 22nd. And forgive me this, and I'm sick of them. And are making worse every day and robbing to the massively raped and murder, but they instigating Sodom and Gomorrah to destroying Jewish. And this is not an instigation. Justice I'll make. And everyone is a dangerous freak of hell, except for victims. And I'm going to make them rot in hell, gran ramera. Preincrudo carníval cabrera anacondia. Estemateas, Freyson y asociados. Hypocrite sons of hell, with the pardon of victims. Salah.